Now, 17:54 here in London, but we want to turn to China. A couple of stories that have got people talking on social media. I went to Kerry Allen, our China media analyst, who started by telling me about a very unusual employment lawsuit.
This has been getting a lot of reaction today on Sina Weibo, which is like Facebook or Twitter to people in China. It's about a man whose surname is Xie, who he joined a company in April 2017 in southwest Sichuan province, and he'd been there for a month. He'd passed his probation period, and his employers told him that he needed to undergo a medical test to become a full-time member of staff. So he went for his medical test, and he found out that he was HIV positive, and everything seemed to be fine. But then 3 months later into his employment, he received a letter out of the blue from his manager saying that because he wasn't deemed fit to work, they wanted him to rest up at home and to try and cure his condition. So what happened after that was he received his pay for the month and then didn't hear anything after that. So he decided to sue his employer and try and get back to work.
So how are rights when it comes to employment if in fact you had HIV?
Well, this man found it quite strange. He sued specifically because he felt that it was a bit unusual to be asked to do a HIV test to be hired for a job.
So what did the court find?
Well, the court found that he was unlawfully dismissed. So his companies paid him compensation twice, double pay for every month that he was off work, and the courts deemed that he should be reinstated in his office, which he said he was absolutely thrilled by.
Really?
So yes, he said that it was his dream job and he really wanted to get back to work. But this surprised a lot of people on social media who were saying, after the way you were treated, why would you want to go back to work?
Thanks very much, Kerry, for that. Let me turn on to a different story. This is really about an actress talking about periods, something that shouldn't perhaps be so groundbreaking in 2018, but it still is.
Yes, absolutely. This is one of China's biggest actresses, Angela Baby, and she was on a TV variety show over the weekend, a show called Keep Running. It's one of these shows where there's a lot of celebrities. They take part in kind of physical pursuits, and it's a kind of race to see who's the fastest or who's the strongest in various different activities. And she was in a skit on Saturday where she appeared alongside two other male celebrities, and they had to avoid using certain words or else they got doused with soaking water. And people were watching this show. It's got a lot of I would say China's cream of the crop when it comes to celebrities in it, so it's very widely watched. But what happened was the male celebrities seemed to be getting doused constantly with water, and Angela Baby only had once water tipped on her head. So people were trolling her online. They were saying, "Oh, why is she being a princess? Has she had special treatment? Does she not want to be in this or something?" And she surprised a lot of people because she went on Sina Weibo and she said that the reason that she'd not been so involved in this was because she'd actually been on her period. And periods in China, there's still quite a lot of taboo around this.
I think in most places in the world, Kerry, to be honest.
Yes, and she has 85 million followers.
Ooh.
So to say something like this in front of a lot of people and saying that she wouldn't have felt comfortable to be getting soaked with water, and she said it was the first day of her period, so her period was quite heavy, was absolutely groundbreaking. She got tens of thousands of comments from social media users online. Some people saying that she gets paid enough, why couldn't she play along? But then a lot of women saying they completely sympathised with her and they felt that had they been in that situation, they'd have done the same.
Thanks to Kerry Allen.